Hello everyone, and welcome to Refining Student Registration, presented by myself, Rita Locke. I'm a software developer at Lucian working on our next generation student registration system. And in higher education, the student's goal is to learn. Registration is the gateway into a class and the higher education experience. My goal is to get students into class easily and with as little frustration as possible. How can I determine the obstacles students have? Well, this is a very high-level view of how we're notified of students' current issues with registration. And this process works, we're able to address and correct the issues we receive. But what about the obstacles that are not reported? To understand these, we need a communication path that takes us directly to the student. And there are issues that are never reported and do affect student registration success. I know this from the literature review, from interviews with the registrar here at RIT, and from our own research we've done at Lucian. For my research project, I want to understand what these unreported issues are so we can focus our design efforts on resolving them. The scope of my research will focus on first-year novice students who are learning the registration process for the first time. They have the most hurdles to overcome, and these are just a few hurdles I found. These may seem trivial to seasoned students, but for new students, they can be the determining factor of whether or not the student stays in college. My theory is we all have cognitive preferences for digesting information quickly. Now, the left brain, right brain theory I have here originated in the 70s with the work of Roger Sperry. Left brain people are best at tasks involving logic, and right brain people are best at expressive and creative tasks. Now, later research has shown the left brain is and right brain, is not nearly as divided as we once thought. So, if the left brain, right brain theory is debunked, why am I using it? Well, because today neuroscientists know that the two sides of the brain work together to perform a wide variety of tasks. There's overlap. And I hope to prove that there is a phenomenon that causes individuals to process tasks differently. My quantitative experiment will have 4 parts: a survey to collect information regarding student characteristics, a questionnaire that will calculate the student's left to right brain dominance with a numeric score. Students will complete tasks measured in time. Task 1 will have a left brain pattern design, and Task 2 will have a right brain pattern design. And finish up with a survey and discussion about any unanticipated events. So how does all of this prevent unreported registration obstacles? Well, I found a research study that discovered 15% of students that never completed registering for classes because they couldn't find the class or the class they were looking for was full. Students testing we did at Lucian has given us insight into problems students have searching for classes. So we have some clues as to why they're not successful at finding them. In my interview with the RIT registrar, she agreed that cognitive inclination with students, what I'm calling left brain, right brain, was significant in student success at registration. I don't have everything flushed out in my experiment. The pattern design and the correct terminology is work that's still ongoing, but I believe it goes something like this. Is of type, and you fill in the type, is used to do this, you fill in the usage. And I theorize that left brain favors a hierarchical structure. Courses are organized in an inverted tree order, similar to a directory structure. The right brain favors usage. Courses are grouped by, how they're used. And this is the left brain, right brain phenomenon that causes individuals to have different cognitive needs when searching for classes. So this is what I hope to learn. I hope the results of my experiment reveal a significant relationship between left brain and right brain task performance. Left brain people will perform faster when executing the left brain task, and vice versa. The right brain people will perform faster when performing a right brain task. And if I can determine the cause of hurdles due to patterns on the UI, I can design search solutions that reduce unreported hurdles caused by this phenomenon. And I'd like to thank you all, and now stop to take any questions.